Dave Scott, Hub Media. Barb Anstead, how are you?
I'm great, Dave. How are you?
Good, good. Last month, you brought to the table a really interesting conversation. Get the table pun there about food.
I did.
Metabolic coaching, which is you're doing now, and you've did this program, and I was intrigued by it. What you were telling me, the results you're seeing. I thought we should do another little part on it and sort of tell people how you're progressing with it, what it is, and how they can get involved. Man, thanks for doing this, but share your story. It's amazing.
Okay. So I am absolutely over the moon about having undertaken this coaching, and as coaches, we all get to experience the program firsthand because to offer it to our clients, to have that firsthand knowledge of what this entire journey is like is critical. And so for myself, the improvements, I mean, any weight that I've lost has been like this happy side effect, right? But just having a better mental outlook, which right now, and we'll get into that, but I think that's really huge for us to touch on. Pain levels, reduction of inflammation in my body, and the quality of life you get back when you're not in chronic serious pain is just, it's massive. Looking forward to getting up in the morning because it's not just pain, pain, pain through your day kind of thing, was big for me. And that won't be the same thing for everybody, right? Everybody has to sort of review what it is they'd like to optimize in their life and what their biggest challenges are. That'll be different for every single person. But just overall outlook, it's been an incredible journey so far. And I've really played with it a lot, right? Because I know what human nature is like, and I know after, 3 decades in the natural health field, what people are like when they're doing these different programs, but it's individualized. Nobody else on the planet will have a plan exactly like you. And there are, 8 golden rules that people can implement just to sort of experiment before they actually plunge right into it. So, yeah, I am totally sold on it. I have several clients that have started on it and are just thrilled with it. So it's been a good thing so far, Dave.
Can you walk me through it a little bit because it's there's more to it than just weight loss, and it's not a diet. It's sort of
Right.
reaffirming what works for you as far as food wise and exercise wise. Is it not?
It is. It is. And for every person, there is a lab requisition for blood work. So,
Oh,
Ontario, that goes to Life Labs, all right? And that blood work, along with your intake information, so that's your profile, it'll be certain measurements on your body, and then that blood work, all of that goes to the team of doctors in Germany. And then a meal plan is created specifically for each individual based on all of those results. And that's the fascinating part of it is just there are so many things that we think that we are just going to be chained to forever, whether it's pain, whether it's hormone imbalances, whether it's some sort of metabolic condition like PCOS that or infertility or maybe cardiovascular problems, all of these things that suddenly start to correct themselves because this diet is actually metabolically affecting your system. It's not just the weight loss, it's an actual metabolic process. And this program it's over 50 years old and the success rate is 62.5% globally that people are successful with this a year later because those are the parameters for any diet program that's out there. And one of the most popular ones that runs against, not against, but that people use as well, is only 31%. That's the closest one in success rate long term to what metabolic balance can do for people. So, with mental health right now, I think this is huge.
is the program? It's not. and it's not just like a 6-month thing. It's a lifelong thing, is it not? Like you're learning about what works for you in the long term, correct?
Yeah, precisely. Because, we go through stages in life where we get a lot of distractions, or maybe you're going on a holiday, or, you know, life happens. And
Yeah.
so with this particular program, if the wheels start to fall off, you just go back to phase two, right? You go back to a couple of weeks of a strict phase and get yourself back on track again. So you're monitoring yourself. And the one thing, and I don't want to say that it's just a female thing, because, men have
Yeah.
responsibilities and that too. But as a woman, I know that raising children, that your focus is on just them and all of their
Yeah.
needs and all of the needs of your family and all of the special dogs in my life and things like that. It's the first time in my life that I've actually taken the extra time to make sure my body has to have what it needs and making sure that that happens. And that's been a huge shift because, it's meals were always created around everybody else in the house. And this is the first time where I've made sure that my fuel is my
Yes.
fuel.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, like just those little steps of making sure I just choose the foods for me. Even before I started on the program, it's like my pain levels went down like crazy. My energy levels went up. I lost 12 pounds, like no issue. It was just this barrier where I felt that I'd been stuck since menopause. And it was just like, oh, but like I said, that part of it has just been like this happy side effect. It's just getting my life back in so many other ways and feeling so much more like me after what I thought was this slow and steady descent into issues that I wasn't ever going to get out of the game. And it's like, wow, to know that people can have that success and to get that quality of life back is just, my heart center is just like, you got to try this program.
And I think a lot of folks, as we age, I'm in my later 50s, we tend to forget that we can still feel good. We have this mental outlook that, oh, as I age, I'm just going to feel crappy. And that's totally wrong. And, I liked it off air when you said to me, yeah, man, I'm like getting back and doing all the walking I like and the treadmill and the exercise and the bike. And that's critical. Like that's just the component that comes along with that proper diet. Like you said, the energy just shoots up and away you go. And you're revitalized, aren't you? That's the important part.
Completely. I mean, I am an upbeat person. I'm an enthusiastic person, but it's been a long time since I've woken up in the morning and been, bam, I'm going to nail this today. Like this is going to be a good day. And I'm just like, wow, when did that go off the rails?
When did that
When
leave
did
me?
I stop feeling that excitement and energy for a new day? And embracing all that it
Incredible.
brings. And so it was just mental health wise, like,
Yeah.
wow, this
Yeah.
is a really good thing. And
And
we
that's a
have
really
to
good
keep
point.
moving. We
Yeah.
have to keep moving. It's that move it or lose it sort of
Yeah.
philosophy is so
Mentality.
true. Yeah.
And you brought up a good point there with the mental health with coming through 2 years of what is now this pandemic. The mental health is critical. And I think that's another component where like you said, when you get up in the morning and you feel good, you make the best of that day. And that's critical.
Yeah.
So, if a little bit of, diet training can help put you back on track, why wouldn't people do it? I think that's critical. I think people should get in touch with you, stop by Dover Apothecary and get information on it because folks, this is an opportunity. I think that's the way you got to look at it. Don't you think?
It is. It is exactly an opportunity, and it's an opportunity not like any other I've experienced in the level of commitment that we can have to ourselves and to so easily change the course. And January is a great month to start something like that. With yet another lockdown, we have the time, right? We do have the time if we're being honest. And for myself, it was interesting because it started a whole lot of other purging processes as well, closets that needed to be gotten to and drawers that needed to, I just thought, hey, I'm all in. Like, let's just organize all of these areas of my life because, if you're like me, most of my house looks really, really clean and tidy, but then you open a cupboard and it's like, oh God, this is going to land on you. And I don't know, it just makes you want to get all of that together and organized and have more zen in your life. And even with what we're going through, that's possible with this program. So it's really cool.
My last question I got to ask, your husband, has he noticed the change?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's it's been good for both of us. He's not ready to sort of jump on the program himself, but he has definitely made corrections with his own diet, and he's exercising more now. We're back to exercising together, which we've always really enjoyed doing, but because of the level of pain I was having, we weren't sort of jiving on that the same. And I know the dogs are enjoying it. Had to order a few sweaters for the pot cake because he gets too cold out there at this time of year. And he's like, we're walking again, Mom?
You're like, wait a minute.
All around, it's been a good thing. And just being able to play with my grandkids again, the way that I enjoy playing with them, instead of sort of being on the sidelines. It's just great. It's heartwarming. It's a really good thing.
We're going to have to keep doing some updates on this. I find this fascinating. But how do people get a hold of you if they want more information?
So my phone number is 519-410-3544. And that's my business cell. If it goes to voicemail, it's because I'm with a client. Also, my email is barb@healthywellandwise.ca. You can reach me at Dover Apothecary, and the number there is 519-583-3784. So lots of options, and don't be afraid to send a text message to the number that I gave, and hopefully we'll talk soon and I can answer some questions for you.
It doesn't hurt to have the conversation, folks. It's important. Thanks, Barb, for doing this. Take care, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, Dave, thanks.